with the fucking Dolphins. All right, bro.
Him not playing. Him not playing no games. Him not playing around.
I thought he played.
Yeah, nah. I'm just saying like he winning. He ain't playing right now.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Hell yeah.
He said he'll play you after the Eagles game.
That's what he said to me.
In chat. Yep. I just looked at the chat because I'm ready to post.
Oh yeah, I'll play him, man. Why not get out the way? Me and him play so much now because we're in the same division. We know each other.
He don't know them Bucks.
Oh yeah, them Bucks are different.
Fucking different.
And they used to fucking Leonard Fournette, bro. I can't believe I wasn't using him.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm glad you started to. I'm glad you saw it. Like, all right, fuck it. Let's see what it's hitting for.
As soon as I get in the red zone, Ronald Jones comes out.
All right. Oh yeah, let me turn injuries back on.
So my daughter a couple dollars, made my son some noodles. We in the game, coach.
Yep. Yep. What's up, bro?
Alright, we get out of week 4, we go into week 5. Before we talk about 5, we gotta talk about 4. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa. Type your name in the chat, cuz if you're on right now, cuz if you wanna go to the P Squad, Ravens. You wanna go to the P Squad?
Overthrow that.
All right. Anybody know the real score of that Eagles-Cowboys game?
I'm about to tell you right now.
27-14.
27-14?
Yeah, Hershman just scored.
Who winning?
Dallas.
Okay. Good looks, Drew. All right. Oh man, what I want to go to? Let's go right to what we always start with. For right now, things have changed. how things have changed through 4 weeks of football. We have 4 undefeated teams remaining: the Buccaneers, the Browns, the Packers got the force. I mean, at 50-50, they beat the 49ers. Tough. That's tough. The Cardinals are all 4-0. So the number one team in the league, who I thought the last time we did our real talk was the number one team in the league, is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they went up against the team that was number one in the league, and the Patriots, in a big game in Week 4. The Broncos slide up after a huge one. They started off with an 0-1, then they came back and won 2 straight and knocked another undefeated team away from being undefeated and pushed the Ravens all the way down to 10th place. So your top 10 right now in the league are the Buccaneers sitting at 1, high power, high offense, really good defense. When it comes down to the Bucks, they got veterans all over the place. These guys are playing at a very high level, and terrific Tom. That's just what it comes down to. The run game and terrific Tom are sitting at 187 points scored, 55 given up. Browns are at number 2 right now, man. And surprisingly, the Browns look like the Browns. I mean, I thought we was going to see boom ball all over this Browns team, man. We're not seeing it. We're seeing Nick Chubb got the most carries in the league right now from a coached team by Boom. You ever would have expected Boom, Coach Boom, to lead any of our leagues in rushing attempts? It would have been snowing in hell first before I thought that. Not only it would have been snowing in hell, the devil would have had a Raiders coat on, a old back in the day triple goose bubble Raiders coat with all black Timbs and a fucking Dutch in his mouth with a Santa Claus hat on before Boone runs the ball the way he's running the ball right now. But see, I just tell you one thing. Right now, at this moment, he's doing what Boone usually do. Boone knows, I got the team. I got the team. I got to win games. I got a shot to win in the Super Bowl. Boone playing playoff football right now. Right now. I mean, week 1 to week 4, he's in lock-in mode, playoff mode. He don't give a fuck about team development and none of that shit. He flat out just playing to win. How is that? Because he's running Nick Chubb. That don't mean he ain't doing well in the passing game. I'm just saying. Nick Chubb is the featured back in this offense, and he's touching the ball 20 plus times a game. So that tells you that these Cleveland Browns, from dirty ass Ohio, are locked in, man. They trying to win, baby. Just win, baby. And then Hillburgers sitting here at 4-0, man. I haven't watched the Hillburgers game, but he got 151 points scored, 52 given up. And then King Falky with the Cardinals. To me, I think this is a sneaky 4-0, which is surprising. I don't think he has the roster really. Offensively, they fucking explosive as shit, but defensively, they only give up 74 points right now. That's a little like, wait a minute, what's going on over there? And he doing it with some really low 70 overall corners right now. As is 1 and 2, I mean 2 and 3 right now, and he's getting away with it. And then you got the Broncos, who turned it around from week 1, and they averaging 132 points and 82, giving up 82 points a game, 3-1. And they come off a very big win week 4 against the Ravens. Bro, I really think the weather is super. I think they did it right. I think the weather was very effective. So far, I mean, obviously it's too early to see a snow game, but the rain games is like real intense, bro. The one I play, I had to play a rain game in Mile High, bro, and like the crowd literally lured him back into this game. He had a really good defense in the second half, especially at the cornerback position. I couldn't do shit over there on that cornerback. That motherfucker was just shutting Hollywood fuck down, no matter where he was at, who he was with. He was all over the place. But I like how they got the rain. Like the rain, I missed an extra point. Turnovers happen. I thought it played well with the rain. And again, that's another thing that I'm really starting to like this game. And and how it's playing. I mean, I thought that was really that's part of the game. Like I think the effect of playing games in the element should be a problem. And we got to see it. 49ers sitting at 3-1. They're the first one-loss team that's in the top 10 right now, sitting at 3-1, 129 point score, 83 given up. Patriots are number 7. They dropped from 1 to 7, 146 to 86. 49ers gave up 40 plus to Packers in that sim game. Oh wow. Dolphins, young Camden sitting at 3-1, playing really well right now. Solid with the Cowboys in DC. Snake Eyes sitting at 3-1 as well. 112 point score, 112 points given up. And then Baltimore sitting at 3-1 at the number 10 spot. 124 points given up. I mean scored and 87 given up. And then honorable mention, those looking on the outside that can move up or down on this list: the Bears, the Raiders, and the Steelers, along with the football team and Jaguars are your top 15. Alright, so as you can see, yep. Yeah, that shit was you right. It was a ring game. Life sticky feet. Yep. Hell yeah, I agree. That thing was powerful. All right, so let's get back to the standings real fast. I get off of that. I want to go to the schedule before we get into a couple of conversations we need to have right now. And let's go back to week 4 and let's just see what happened in those games that to me that matter. So we're gonna go back to week 4. We saw the Jaguars and the Bengals, Titans versus the Jets in a close 13-17 game. Gotta show love to everybody in the league, man, especially the guys that are playing every game right now. Zach Wilson, 79.9, 131, 1 touchdown, 1 and 2 picks. Ryan Tannehill threw a touchdown and a pick. Derrick Henry, 10 carries. I don't like this. I don't like the 10 carries for 47 yards. I don't like this. I should never have to go into a game to check on what happened in this game and not see Derrick Henry with at least 20 to 25 carries a game. Like, I just don't think that should ever happen. Any of y'all disagree with what I'm saying on headset with me right now, man? Like, there's no way you can play this game with a Derrick Henry and he's not touching the ball 20 times a game. I mean, do you want to win games, or you just want to, you know what I mean, you want to play Madden the way you should? Like, sooner or later, you better condition yourself to play with the talent you got around you. If your talent suggests he has to get the ball 20 times a game, then get that boy 20 carries a game. Simple as that. Or you could sit around and dance around and let Tannehill throw it all around the park, which he's not built to do, because 20 carries will get Julio better game, and will get homeboy down here that don't even got a catch. Where he at? Where's that kid? Where's the other kid? AJ Brown. AJ Brown. Way down here, no catches at all. 20 carries from Henry Ruggs, whatever the fuck. Derrick Henry will get your players like Julio and AJ Brown in the game, where they'll make plays for you. Just that simple. Simple as that. At the end of the day, a win is a win. He pulled it out, right? Titans over the Jets. Him and Brian played a hell. Oh no! The Jets won the game. Wait a minute. All right, well there you go. No 20 carries from Derek. That comes down to a loss, man. I think all right. He's saying I agree, and I played the next game with 25 touches. All right, exactly. And I bet you when I go to that, we're going to see a different production. I'm not saying you might have won or lost. I'm just saying I'm going to guarantee see different production out of this team. Chiefs, the Eagles game. Now, this is. I'm going to just say this. When Corey hasn't really played a game yet, all right, he's been, he's fought, the Bucks is playing. I mean, his Bucks is his team. He's been on every game they had so far this year, and he traveling from Tennessee all the way to wherever the fuck the Bucks is playing at every fucking Sunday, or Monday, whatever they play. You know what I mean? So right now, Corey hasn't locked in yet. But what I'm going to say, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this. I think the AFC West is a very good division, and it might be our best division. All depends on how the Raiders guy can compete over here. But 3 deep. And here's why, man. We going to this Chiefs and this Eagles game. I'm going to spend some time here for a second. 33-28. All right, so the Chiefs is probably the best 1 and 2 team, 1 and 3, or whatever his record is. I'll tell you in a second. He's probably the best losing record team team in the league right now. And the funny thing is this is what the Chiefs look like in real life right now, 1-2, right? So they actually 2-2 now because they did get the first win against the Chargers. So look, so this is what we're gonna look at. When you look at the box score, you see 7-14 from the Eagles. Now you saw the 20-point explosive quarter in the second quarter from the Chiefs, and you also saw them go bonkers from 20 to 13. These guys scored 33 points in the second half. All right, but they were down 21-0 in this game. The Chiefs haven't played one game where they wasn't down at least 2 scores in the first half, and every one of those games they came fighting, screaming back. That's how explosive this offense is. But defensively, they haven't really put it together yet. It was a 0-0 fourth quarter in this game. Now Deshaun Watson, we got to talk about that. He's now the Philadelphia Eagle, and he played in his first game fresh off the bus and sitting on the bench for 2-3 weeks straight because they wasn't playing him over there in Texas. And now he's a Philadelphia Eagle and a blockbuster that we're going to talk about. But that was his first game, so you got to give him some time to get used to what he got over there before y'all can really like either write the Eagles off or think that they anywhere near not still being a playoff team. Now, I say that because the Eagles are on a 3-game losing streak right now. You go into the game and you see what the hell's the problem. Patrick Mahomes, 113.6, 383 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 picks. Deshaun Watson comes in, 213, 3-3. When you get to the run game, Miles Sanders carried the ball 16 times. I mean, Hilaire had 10 carries, which we would have never expected to see. What I do like is Miles Sanders, Kenny Gainwell, and the new Trey Regis just acquired off the waiver to the Eagles. They signed him from his their practice squad. He's there. He got him before. You can't sign players off your practice squad yet, even if they're on your practice squad. You know, he was able to grab him before I put that in. Trey Regis, I like him. He's a power back. I think they get him acclimated. They can do some things. What's going to end up happening is this season the Eagles are going to find out, do they like the bruiser and Trey Regis, whatever you want to call him, right? And do that mean Kenny Gainwell or Miles Sanders? Because the rumor mill has it that Miles Sanders might be on the block. And because of the fact that they got the same style running backs with Kenneth Gainwell and him, but it all comes down to what Regis does. If he can find a way to be successful in the red zone and then on big downs where they got to put drives together and they just need a first down after first down after first down. If he could give them that, I think that Miles Sanders might be the hottest running back on the block. But right now, the hottest running back on the block is sitting in Indianapolis right now on the coach team right now. And I still can't, to the day of me, with all these teams needing a running back, cannot understand how the running back for the Colts is sitting on the bench. He's their third string running back. They just gave him a contract. You don't have to worry about signing him. Just right now, his name is just slipping my mind right now. I just can't grab my thoughts. Nyheim Hines, right. Nyheim Hines is just sitting on the bench over there waiting for a trade. He already made it clear he didn't want to go to he didn't want to stay there and be a third down back and share time. He thought he was a starter in this league, and he spoke his mind and said he would like to play in Miami. And you know, on Twitter he said, "Dolphins, what are you doing? Come and get me. Stop playing." Dolphins been ignoring that call, but we'll see. That means he wants to get the hell out of Indianapolis. He doesn't want to play out there at all. And I think if Kenny Gainwell can step up and become the running back the Eagles is looking forward to him to come, then some people got a superstar in their hands sitting here with a golden ticket chilling. Miles Sanders, no pun intended, golden ticket. Receivers, Tyreek Hill, 5 catches through 53. Is Tyreek Hill the best receiver in the league? Yes. Simple as that. Cheat code. Well, we know one thing for sure is Watson got acquainted with the tight end Dallas Goedert right away. 6 catches, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kelsey also picked up 1 touchdown on 4 catches, and Miles Sanders out the backfield had a touchdown. So again, I think the Chiefs are very scary, and I go back to talking about the AFC West, man. I think the merge of Patrick Surtain and I can't remember the fuck cornerback's name with the speed and shit from LSU.
Vincent Carey.
The mergers of them guys being able to play the 1 and 2 right now. I think they're in their development and who they grade B. It's going to really put this defense in some shit because you got 2 pass rushers with Chubb and old Von Miller. That's going to be a problem all season long, right? And then once those linebackers catch up to their defense, they're going to be stingy, bro. I just came out of a game. I mean, I literally couldn't throw a pass on Vincent's side at all. I've been bitching all day about it too, all fucking day. I've been bitching since yesterday about it. I don't know how I let that motherfucker bribe me. Anyway, fucking battery kills somebody right now. Oh my god. All right, so then you get to the Panthers and the Cowboys. They didn't play this game, so I won't talk about it. Neither did the. Oh my god, Max gonna kill me. My bad, Max. He gonna kill me. Oh my god. So, no, you know what? It ain't my fucking bad, bro. Now, you know what? He did text me at 2 p.m. with his reach out. That's my fault, bro. That's my fault. Guess I'm about to owe somebody something. Anyway, the Browns and the Vikings played last night. I didn't get to see this game, but 49-31. He said Watson's first game was week 3. He dot Zeke. He dot Zeke. Zeke though. He dot Zeke though.
He got Zeke. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what he's talking about.
The,
oh no, he played against the Eagles.
I played him against the Cowboys.
Oh, he said he got. Oh, he talking shit. He's saying Zeke. Zeke. Zeke.
Tell that nigga my joystick.
No. You tell that nigga that shit, my nigga. Don't let him come out here interrupting the schedule and who won and lost just to talk about what he did with Zeke on them Eagles right now.
Funny as hell,
he talking about fuck Deshaun Watson, nigga. Zeke. That's what he's saying right now. Oh my god. Yeah, Rob, the table is yours, my guy. Let him have it. Let him have it.
Y'all love the ass team, but I tell you this, man, my joystick wasn't performing up to high quality.
And you plan? Are you playing on the 5?
I'm not playing on the 5. I'm on the 4.
Not yet. You on the 4? Yeah, them joysticks matter, boy. Oh my god. Them joysticks matter.
Safety because I couldn't move my quarterback. He know it.
He know it.
You know
I ain't gotta say what you tell him. He know it. I heard that conversation. Motherfucker got stuck in the end zone. Safety. All that. Nah, bro. Don't blame your joystick. That nigga Snake got motherfucking. He got motherfucking dial up.
That was the wrong team for my joystick to act up against.
Them Cowboys dangerous in that NFC right now, bro. I think that's a team people better not sleep on, bro.
He had Cameron joins to that equation.
And then he not just out here doing dumb shit, but I did hear CeeDee Lamb was it's a possibility CeeDee Lamb might be out of here. I heard that. Shit, I'm about ready to go inquire for CeeDee Lamb right now.
Shit, CeeDee Lamb was doing the meat test.
Send him my way, Snake. Come get caught, Snake.
All right, so when you look at the super pause. When you look at the Browns right now, you look at Baker Mayfield, 116.1 QB rating, 252, 2 touchdowns in the pit. Kellen Mond he's young, bro. He's gonna go through the growing pains. I'm not mad at this at all. The Vikings 238, 3 touchdowns, 3 picks. But when you playing the mighty Cleveland Browns, bro, you're going to have to deal with something. And then here we go. You don't expect this to happen, but you saw it. Nick Chubb carried the ball 22 times in the Coach Boone offense. 229 yards, 10.44 rushing touchdowns. Now, if you did this to him, he will be talking shit to you. Oh my God, ass nigga trying to run. All he did was run the ball 22 times. Come on now. But Boone narrative is going to change now that he got that type of running back and he wants to get to. So at the end of the day, man, you could tell, you could see what type of guys is playing, trying to win right now, and look and marking games on their calendar and saying, all right, I gotta win this game. And you got the guys that they either winning because they winning, or they trying to get their shit developed right now, right? Boone in lock-in mode. He don't give a fuck who on his schedule right now. He in lock-in mode, trying to win every game possible so he could talk shit and be on his Booney shit. The Vikings, I think they just have to fill out who their quarterback is right now. I do think they took a step back starting the rookie. No matter what the rookie look like, far as his ability and trait right now and all that, I still think he's a rookie. 77 overall. You ain't superstar doesn't mean anything when you only getting 2 boxes unlocked and you ain't really unlocking nothing. He's 77 overall. But anytime you got one of the best offensive lines in the league, man, and you don't take advantage of the best running back in the league, and they probably got the best tandem running backs in the league as well, Nick Chubb, and the other boy over there, the nigga that kicked the little white girl for saying some racist shit to him. The tight end got involved. You already know that shit. Tight end delay all day long, 6 for 79. Jarvis Landry had 5 catches. We didn't see a ODB I mean, OJ, whatever his fucking name, Odell Beckham. We didn't see an Odell Beckham
OBJ.
sighting, but we did see two touchdowns and 5 catches from Anthony Schwartz. Now, which is crazy because he had 5 for 45 with all that speed. You would think he would average higher than 9.0, but that just tells you Boone is playing good football right here. This all explains to me that he's in playoff mode and he's locked in and he's calling plays and he's not just running around arcadish and doing arcade shit. He's using this team to what they are right now. Defensively, let's see what happened on the defensive side of things. Talk about who has sacks right now. Robinson, the rookie, and Donnell Hunter. Outside of that, no picks was thrown on. Oh, yes, there was. Ronnie Harrison had a pick. Pat P had a pick, and M.J. Stewart Jr. had a pick along with Del Pick. All right, so that was the Browns and the Vikings, man. The Browns pulled it off, kept themselves undefeated going into week 5. Now, Lions, Bears, 21-24. This game wasn't played. Keep it moving. Texans, Bills. Mark played this game 37-14. Has the Bills start to find their stride right now? Can we say that? I'm gonna ask that question to you, Craig. The Bills started off 0-2 and really frustrated. Since then, they've been on a nice little tear. What do you think? You think he's starting to get comfortable with Josh Allen and the offense he got? Okay, we'll go to Show Guns. Show Guns.
Yoga, bro.
What do you think?
I actually watched that game.
Motherfucking rain, yeah.
He still looked a little uncomfortable in the first half, but he really I think he found his stride in the second half because Allen kind of had happy feet in the first half, and that's not the way that he plays. And then I saw when he made the second half adjustments, he was in the pocket. He rolled out some, but the routes were, they opened up for him, and he looked more sure of himself. So I think by the end of the game, though, he was hitting his stride based off what I saw.
Again, you got one of the strongest arm quarterbacks in the league, and then he's also a dual threat. So if he could find a way to run that type of offense if he can get them to run the offense that he wants to run, and still take advantage of what his quarterback is capable of doing, I think we can see some things working over there. But that's a big score, 37-14. Now, granted, the Texans, man, they don't have a fucking lifeline over there at the end of the day, man. And so they really on rebuild mode. So they just going through the motions right now, looking to tear the draft up right away. All right, Coach, Dolphins, man. The Dolphins and the Colts have been up and down, man. They've won, lost. 33-16, and the last time we looked at the Dolphins, checked on them, they put up points. So we want to go look at the fact that Teddy Bridgewater's over here. Now, he did throw 4 picks. The problem is young Sam Ehlinger threw 6 himself. That's pretty much the game right there. Maybe this is the reason why the Dolphins aren't really on the market for a running back, because they're not having bad games with Savon Ahmed. 14 for 118, 8.4, 3 rushing touchdowns. So at the end of the day, Jonathan Taylor had 14 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well, as the Dolphins cruise through the Indianapolis Colts in week 4 on a 33-point scamper over there right now. Then you go to the football team and the Falcons, and it seems like everybody's putting 50 up on the Falcons right now. I know for a fact they ain't in tank mode, meaning like they ain't trying to win the game, but I don't think they care to win. I think they want draft picks. They want to be able to build this team through their own image, because right now it's not looking good. Every team that go through there is looking for stats right now. So we're gonna slide in here and figure out why the football team scorched 59 points on offense today. 28 in the fourth quarter. They went dummies in the fourth quarter. That means by this time the game is over, and that means the Falcons coach wasn't punting or nothing. He was just going for it, getting stopped, giving up easy touchdowns. Heineke had 118.7 QB rating, 268, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Do you see a little bit of Robert Griffin III over here playing as well in the run game? 17 carries for Antonio Gibson, 76 yards, 2 touchdowns. Cordell Patterson also scored twice, and Bo Scarborough had 2 touchdowns. I mean, the passing game really does what really do. Logan Thomas is really having a good year so far. 5 for 91 in a touchdown. Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry, 3 catches, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then Russell Gage Jr. had a touchdown. That's how it happened over there. A lot of points was put up. When you travel out of Atlanta, you don't leave right away when you score 59. Because what happens when you hit the bars and the clubs and shit like that, the girls will be like, yo, you play for the team that just beat the shit out of our team? Oh, yeah, come get this lap dance.
Selling me on
Facts.
Simple as that, right? So then the Seahawks 49ers 56-0. I don't know if this game was played. Holy shit. Is this our first holy moly donut shop?
Did that get played?
Holy moly, I was bowling league. I was bowling league tonight. Okay. Tell him tomorrow. Hold on, fellas. Tell him tomorrow. Holy moly, donut shop. Holy moly. Holy moly, donut shop. Holy moly. Yo, Juju, did you play this game? Or the computer just put up all them damn points? I'm asking for a friend right now. Drew, I know you ain't going nowhere. Did you do this? Did you do that? Say it with me, buddy.
Holy moly donut shop, huh? Say it with me, guys. Holy moly donut shop. Holy moly donut shop.
Holy moly.
He
got no nishi. Oh God. He got no nishi over here. Oh my God. Guys out here scraping guys right now, man. Let's just go see who did what over there. Trey Lance, 104.5, 241, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Russell looked like he was the rookie today. There you go. Mostert, 17.8 yards to carry for a rushing touchdown. Need I say anything else? No. He is using the fastest running back as the fastest running back. It's just that simple. He's going crazy with him. And when you can't stop speed, you can't gun. Your team is gonna bleed. All first half. Oh my God. And then a surprising score. Them Rams is not trying to go away right now. I'm starting to think that, you know, that Rams might not be a bad team to play with. Because, man, 42-28. I didn't watch this game. It was a couple guys on headset with him while he was playing it, though. He was steadying a little bit, too. I ain't even going to lie. Like, oh, my God. He was steadying a little bit. But I'm going to tell you right now, Peyton Manning's offense seems like it's working right now because they are explosive. Kyler Murray had 128.6 QB rating, 437, 6 touchdowns. I wish guys play. I wish I get these type of games. I'll be having guys in full playoff mode playing me right away. I need a game like this in my life. God damn. Out here with Kyler Murray, 437. He rushed for 100 last week. That was a good game. I don't know why I didn't talk about that week. Shogun, you played a hell of a game against them Cardinals last week too. 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Matthew Stafford had 298 yards, 3 picks though. And the run game, now you know damn well the Cardinals don't got a run game, even though they traded for Justice Hill. They're not using him yet. Cam Akers had 16 carries, 6.2 yards of carrying a touchdown. There we go. Cardinals.
G said he played too.
We gotta, yeah, I just seen that. We gotta find out who's really the most explosive offense in the league right now. We're gonna go through all that right now. Steelers Packers didn't play. Steelers got the first win, 31-24, and then here goes the game that got ugly in the fourth right now. So are we going right into this right now? It was a real. How do I say? It was a real fill you out game, I guess, the first couple of quarters, first 3 actually, just a fill you out quarter, getting your grip, getting used to the conditions, guys slipping all over the place, shit happening, guys missing kicks, all types of shit, and then in the fourth quarter, it got ugly. Denver turned it on. Too many picks, man. This Vincent guy, I made him too OP. Bottom line, that motherfucker. And then I tried him too. This pussy was all over the place, and he disrespected us with 2 interceptions. I mean, Hollywood had 1 big play, and that was just his own coverage breaker. Other than that, when they were locked up man to man, we just couldn't get loose at all. This guy was all over the field making big plays. Fucking punk. You know what? I don't even want to talk about this motherfucker. He pissed me off all day today. But honestly, man, what it came down to is you go look at the fumble list. Lamar had a fumble, and Tyson Williams had more. He had 3 fumbles this game, Jimbo, that we recovered 2 back, and then in the fourth quarter, on our way in for a touchdown, he fumbled again, and that's the game. He played well though. 20 carries, gave him 20 carries in the rain, 152, 7.61. We're starting to find out that we do have something here with Tyson Williams. But then when you go look at what happened in the second half. Now I'm gonna tell y'all like this: tell it 2 halves. Tua looked like he could not throw a ball in the ocean if he was standing 5 feet from it. The whole first half. And then the last drive off that turnover, it was the turnover pick. That first pick in the second half, he went right down the field on some like, all right, now I got something here. And he found the plays he needed to find. Plays happened. A couple of hits out of bounds. Pass interferences was called. I don't remember if that was the first half or not. I thought that was a clean pick though. They jerked me. And then Tua found a rhythm, and look, 80.8 QB rating, 205 yards. He threw 2 touchdowns and 1 pick. The game is this. That secondary was smothering today. Lamar Jackson had a 35.5 QB rating, 138 yards, threw 5 picks today. Now I had no business throwing 5 picks, but we threw 5 picks today. We couldn't. That secondary was just stingy all over the place. It had me complaining all day after. But then in the run game, Javonte Williams, 6 carries, 28 yards, 4.7. He was effective enough because he scored a rushing touchdown, and Tua kind of killed us with his feet too late in the game. But once momentum swung, this is what I wanted to talk about with the what I saw today. I saw those interceptions caught back up to me because I had no business throwing it. Now one was right before halftime, I just throwing it up, but a couple of them was me trying shots in the end zone, and that Vincent kid just wasn't hearing nothing that day. And when you saw the momentum swing, what you saw was the home crowd, the momentum swing, and everything changed. And I really liked the way that was, because it was a really good ball game all the way up into the fourth quarter, and the momentum swing allowed that Mile High to go dummies in the fourth quarter, because they put 2 back-to-back drives together, and then they caused the fumble. And I think that was just the whole momentum swing, and the crowd participated, and it got loud. It was really loud there. So like, I know they didn't give us what the next gen shit does, but I felt that the home field, especially with the element, I felt that take presence in the game. I actually felt that way when I played the Chiefs too. When I put a 14-play drive together, I heard my crowd, like, it just got really loud in there and all that, and I felt that. So I think some of you guys with these stadiums that got, that's known for like really causing havoc, I still think the current gen has a little bit of it, and it's effective, because this game really was like that. Like, literally, Tua couldn't throw a ball, and he couldn't do shit, really. And then he went from fucking running the ball better than Lamar and throwing the ball better than Tom Brady in the fourth quarter off of 2 back-to-back turnovers, and he just went dummies. And that's momentum, and that's what you watch guys get on fire in real life. Like, how many games you don't watch where you just saw somebody take the game over? Like, oh my God, the only thing you was missing was him lighting up with the orange underneath from him. In real life games, right? You saw Lamar do it against the Chiefs. You saw Stafford do it against the Bucks. Shit, you even saw Derek Carr do it against Baltimore late, like fourth quarter. He was on fire. Like, imagine if the TV screen would have just showed the orange on him, you'd have knew he was on fire. Like, that shit real. These guys get on fire when they at home, and the crowd get behind them, and things start to happen, and turn this game around. Lamar looked like he don't belong at quarterback after this game today. Now, granted, we got to talk to him. You can't have a day like that. You can't be out here 138 passing yards and 5 picks, bro. Like, you just can't be out here. You know what I mean? We just didn't think the matchups was as bad as we thought it was. We thought Hollywood should have been better than Vincent. He played a better game than him. Simple as that. So we got to go back to the drawing board. That was a big game. I think that game was a big game for the Broncos winning. And then we accomplished one thing in that game. We want to build players early on. We don't want to lose no ball games, but I want my team to develop as a team early on until we get to later on, right? I think we did that with Tyson Williams. I think he had a good game. He's continuing to have good games week after week. But I saw the change in Tua. So I don't know how he played for him when he first traded for him, how he played for him in the first game he played. But I saw something that you could build off of with Tua, because he actually, like, looked like a really good quarterback in the fourth quarter. Like, he really put it together. So that was a big game, big win for the Broncos, coming down the stretch. That might be a big game when you come back to the end of it, when we get to like week 17 or 18 and turn around and look and go into the playoffs. That could be a huge situation right there. That could come back to haunt us as a loss. Big time, right? So we'll see. Then you get down here to the Buccaneers and the Patriots, who was really one of the games of the day right now. And then you see the score 37-17. It just looked like the Bucks are who we thought they were. Simple as that. I really think this is the toughest team in the league because of how they're being coached. right now. Tom Brady 131.2 QB rating, 185 yards and a touchdown. Obviously, Mac Jones is not ready to play football yet. Not for, especially in this offense. 105 yards, three INTs. In the run game, Dobbins still did his thing today. 18 for 173, 9.6, 2 touchdowns. So, talking to the coach, I can't speak for him, but seeing that J.K. Dobbins went off, I don't think you was concerned about that. Was that part of your plan?
Well, yeah, I mean, granted, I tried to take away that run as much as I could, but it was to the point where it was a bend but not break. I mean, I wanted him to pass the ball, and it was a game of third downs. Get him
Right.
into a third down where he got to pass at, and you know what I mean. And I had faith in my defense. I manned him up at his. It was a kind of like I had the better team as well. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
that don't
saying?
matter. It comes down to me like don't take away from what you
Yeah.
did, because what I'm looking at just by this, right? I know for a fact he only scored 17 points. I don't gotta go no further to go see where the points came from because I'm looking at it. J.K. Dobbins 2 touchdowns. So he has J.K. Dobbins was his whole offense, and then he kicked a field goal. So to me, it seemed like, you know what? We know that's your whole offense. Show us somebody else. You can't beat us with just them numbers when these numbers can beat most teams in the league that he play. But he can't beat you because in these numbers he still have to deal with you having those numbers. 20 carries from 143 yards, 2 touchdowns, and Leonard Fournette was 7 for 44. So in your run game, you give him 5 rushing touchdowns. He gives you 2. Game's over right there. You don't need to do nothing else. He had nowhere else to go offensively.
Yeah,
The
yeah. That
but
coach just working on a pass is gonna be big for him. You know what I'm saying? When you only got one part of the game, it's for the good players. You know what I mean? It kind of gets easier to stop. But
Yeah, I mean, you see it. We've been screaming this shit since, he gets away with a lot of wins right now. But when you can't really, get anything going when you need to, because I don't know. I mean, you see Dobbins having a good day, but your offense was so explosive in this game. It looked like things happened in this game where he needed more than J.K. Dobbins. So, like, of course he had a big game, right? But then what happened during the game where how many times you get him a third down, he's forced to pass and can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you take Dobbins away because it's another big third down. He got to get the first, and now he punting, and he can't stop your offense at all right now.
and
Um,
also a thing that kind of hurts him is that when I got the lead and got like 2 possession leads and the time was running low, he wasn't. He was still running the ball. I mean, the time
right,
was against him. You know what I'm
right,
saying? So at them points, as long as I was sacking him in bounds, I was cool with the run.
right.
As long as I ain't let him bounce
So,
it out.
so a
You know what
lot
I
of
mean?
them yards could have just been cleanup yards, where it's like, go ahead, you can have that shit as long as you ain't
Yeah, you
scoring.
can
You know what I
have it.
mean?
You know what I'm saying? You can
No
have
doubt.
it. I mean, one of them yards was a long run at the end of the half. I was up and I didn't want him to score. It was 5 seconds left. He ran for like 60 yards or something like that. You know what I mean? But
No doubt,
you
no
know,
doubt. All right, so as you can see, man, we haven't seen a game yet that really put these Bucks in a challenging situation yet. We thought that would be. You had the number 1 team versus the number 2 team going into week 4 with the Patriots and the Bucks. And at the end of the day, the Bucks showed who they were, man. I said that at the end of the podcast last week, that the Bucks to me should have been a number 1 ranked team there. 37 points today, 17. Now the Raiders and the Chargers didn't play. 21-16 forced win. Now, thank God, I appreciate the 9 that's on. I'm quite sure it's other guys watching. They don't always show how many people we got watching at once right now. But here we go with here's some explanation before I go any further to the practice squad situation. If I don't care if they're on your practice squad, if you sign somebody off your practice squad from this point on, if you sign somebody off your practice squad, when I'm done the podcast, we're going to go back and look at it. You're going to be forced to put them right back on the practice squad. You're not signing nobody off your practice squad, even if they're on yours. Okay?
What's up, relax.
Shoguns.
You open that popcorn?
Yo, bro.
We need to have a conversation. Can you explain NFL waiver practice squad situations and how things work when it comes down to claiming somebody off the waivers for practice squad?
Okay. Let's say that the Jaguars put a player on the practice squad. What will happen is teams can make a claim on a player And but if multiple teams make a claim on the same player, it will actually default
The worst
to the
record.
records.
Yeah.
So the team with the worst record wins the claim. Now, in the event of a tie, let's just say two 0-3 teams are bidding on a player off my practice squad, then what will happen is they'll go and look at the original
Draft
draft
order. Yep.
order. And that will determine. So if one of the 0-3 teams picked at number 4, the other one picked at number 2, of course the one that picked at number 2 will then win the waiver player. Now after that point, you can't just move on to the next team and continue to use your same record to make a claim on another guy. You actually go to the bottom of the list, and the next team with the lowest record, NFL wise, can get the next, waiver player.
Right. All right. So what we want to do is, if you're interested in a practice squad player right now off somebody else's team or even your own team, we don't worry, it's not going to be open yet. I want to find out. We're going to talk. I want to vote this with the rules committee to see if guys can. What about a guy that wants a guy off their own practice squad? I want to have that conversation with the committee. Do we allow them to, do that bump them up on that player, or do they have to go through I think they got to go through the same procedure, bro, as everybody else. I don't think it's, at this point, whoever's on practice squad need to stay there. If people signing guys off their practice squad, they're going. I'm going to ask them to put them back on their practice squad, and then we're going to drop your best player on your team for 2 games. He's going to be a 0. Do not touch practice squad. So, for example, if I had 2 guys on my practice squad and I wanted one of them, just because I'm going for that guy on my practice squad is not going to change anything. He's still going to go through the same process. So here's how it's going to work. If you're interested in a guy, you're going to put your bid in. You DM me or you DM Shoguns, and you're going to put your bid in. So you DM me, the Ravens coach, or the Jaguars coach, and you put your bid in for that player and just, I want this player. Simple as that. And then if somebody else is challenging for that player, then it will go through the process of real NFL waiver and practice squad process. If no one else is claiming that player, then that player will be yours. All right. So that's how we're going to do practice squad when I do open it. Now, after we vote on how we want to do this with the players on each team right now, and now obviously I got to go through practice squad today and see, because I know who I made. So I'm going to go through it and see if people have been signing guys, and they're going to put them back, and then I'm going to suspend the shit out of your players. Now, how long is this waiting period? That's the thing I'm ready to talk about right now, and I will post that in the chat, and I'll post it tonight before everything's said and done. I will post the time frame you got once you put the bid in, how much time you got before before somebody else can claim that person, or you can claim that person. So, for example, I'm not going to make you wait, make guys wait. So we look like, I don't know yet. So we're going through this, but just know this: that's going to be the process, and then the information, the details of how you do everything will be how much time it's going to take between. So if I put in a bid for somebody, how much time I got before you can get that player or whatever. Like, obviously, if it's 2 people bidding on that player and the time run out, we go through the process of how they're supposed to get it records, and and if tie records, then we go through what your draft order was in real life draft, right? So then, and if nobody else is bidding on that guy, then he's yours. Simple as that. But give us a second, because we just want to talk about a few things with this, and expect practice squad to be open sometime tomorrow or when we advance to week 6. And then I'm quite sure a major question would be saying, what if we claim one guy, can we still claim people? Another thing I would talk about, me personally, I say yes. So what I don't want to do is just randomly open practice squad and people just tear it up, and nobody benefits from it, right? Like, just one team overpowers themselves, getting all these guys, these rookies that I had made to their real pro day, and stuff like that. So you got some guys on here that can become a player for you right away. They can come fill the needs you need right now. So we don't want one team to be all grabbing all the damn players because they was on that night when I opened it, and they, before I used to just randomly open it like and don't tell nobody, and then guys just, yeah, whoever checks it gets it, get out. This time around, because of what I did with the rookies, I want to give everybody a fair shot to get it. So we're gonna go through the waiver system and the claims right. So we're gonna go through that. So I will have everything detailed, pin it and gourd it in the main chat for everybody to get a shot at getting these practice squad players, to try to make it as fair as possible for guys to go after these guys that's on the practice squad. Thanks for being patient with me. I'm trying my best, man. We're trying to make this league, as real as possible to the way we got things going on right now. I think guys are still in the stage of trying to figure out how to play this game. And I think once we get through the first season and get into the draft, the shit gonna be on a different level. Especially that. Also, understand this. Oh yeah. Those that are still watching, let's give y'all some processing right now, man. There we go. I'm gonna do some shit I ain't doing in a while. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna do is this. Guns, help me out right now. Let's get to it, bro. Alright, so Guns, man. So far in week 5, we're in week 5 right now, man. Quarterbacks amongst the league right now, man. What teams do you think are in desperate need of a quarterback ASAP?
I can think now right off the top is Coach DC with the Falcons. I ain't even gotta look at the roster to know.
So let's go to the Falcons right now. All right, so they playing between veteran Matt Ryan and Josh Rosen and Felipe Franks on this roster right now. Are they have they're 0-4 at this point right now, right?
Yeah.
All right, so obviously if they fall in the top 5 category, they in a running for a legit quarterback out of this draft. What about the football team? They playing pretty solid with Taylor Heineke. Is quarterback a desired need for them? Would you think?
Realistically, yes. I'm pretty sure the coach will say no because they've come up with a formula for 2 quarterbacks that equal 1.
But if you got 2, you don't got none.
Yeah, but I think if they really want to solidify themselves, to be in contention come playoff time, I'm not trusting RG3 and Heineke come playoff time.
No doubt, no doubt. But can Heineke buy him a season or 2 before you have to really legitimately go? Like for example, let's just say the football team go in a situation where they are a playoff team this year, so they're gonna be picking in the back part of the draft. Do you think they can get them a quarterback that can come right in that year and start, or do you think they get a guy that might got to go through the development stage for a year? In that case, you still got Heineke.
I think they can still find themselves a quarterback, but if they move towards the back of the draft, I'm not saying that they're going to bring in an equivalent to Heineke, but it's not going to be one of your 5-star quarterbacks.
Right.
You may get a 3-star at that point, and you'll have quarterback competition. Versus a 5-star, you already know what's going to happen day 1, A1.
Right now, I think the Cam Newton is playing. I played the Lions with Cam Newton. He's solid for him. I love this free agency pickup. But with Jared Goff and Cam Newton over here, and the Lions definitely going to be a top 3 team this year on picking in the draft. That means they're in the running for a dog quarterback from one of these college teams that's coming out. We know they're in the hunt for a quarterback right away. So this is a team that Falcons and the Lions are 2 teams that we know for sure that will need a quarterback. So let's keep going. I would think the Panthers should be comfortable with Sam Darnold. Who knows? Patriots, Mac Jones, Raiders. Do you think Derek Carr is a player that the Raiders is interested in keeping, or he can go quarterback as well?
Now, with him being 30 years old, I mean, Derek Carr can get another year or 2. If he can't get the quarterback that he wants, I would not be desperate.
They got too many other needs, right? Too many other needs to be desperate for a quarterback, right? Yeah, I agree. All right, so the Saints is another team that should end up having a somewhere between a first round top 10 pick or whatever, where they could be in the running for a top tier quarterback with Jameis
Yeah.
Winston. I don't see them going forward with Jameis Winston at all. So right now, the Saints, the Falcons, and the Lions, we know for sure. Seahawks, they still got
Rams.
Russell; they can get away with it. You think the Rams too?
Mm-hmm.
With 33-year-old Matthew Stafford?
Yeah, 33-year-old. I know this particular owner. You know, as you know, I was the person that brought him to the league.
Mm-hmm.
He does not like a quarterback. He can't use a statue.
A statue. You need a guy that can be mobile and move around. Now,
Right, and Bryce Perkins just don't have the throw power or the awareness.
Now the Steelers are playing Dwayne Haskins, but do you think that they, after a whole year of him getting developed, do you think they stay with him, or do you think they'll be in a running for a quarterback as well?
I definitely think they'll be looking for a quarterback. Definitely.
All right, and then you got the Texans. Jalen Hurts here though. I think the Jalen Hurts move doesn't make them need a quarterback. I think they can ride out. They got two. They can figure out who they want between Jalen Hurts and Mills. And because they're young and they are in the 70s already, I do think both these guys can buy him some time to clean his roster up before having to go get a franchise quarterback. I think he can figure out who one of these two could be.
I do not think that they'll be in the quarterback market. I think they will if one falls to them. But I really think that they'll go elsewhere because they already have a nice quarterback competition. I mean, they actually, with Hurts, and I saw the way that he was playing with Mills. It actually, he actually looked pretty good. Just moving around with him. No quarterback here.
All right, so Sam Engler is the quarterback. He's starting when they bench Wentz. They starting him. I think he'll give him a year to see what he could do if he has to go quarterback or not. But I do think the Colts will be in a running for a quarterback as well. The problem is the Colts don't have a first-round pick, so I think they're gonna have to deal with Sam for a couple seasons. Because I don't think they, if you get not saying you can't get a quarterback in the second round, you about to see that. I'm just saying. Not having a top tier pick to get that guy, I don't think that'll move my franchise. I think you build around everything else you need and continue to build other spots. And then when you come back in a draft or two, come back and then you make that attempt to go get quarterbacks. All right, so let's see. Go ahead.
I was going to say, don't be shocked. There's a team that's playing with house money. Don't be shocked if the Cleveland Browns take a quarterback. If they have one that meets that has better escape, better speed. If they're in range to grab one, you really can't. This team really can't jump somewhere and say they need to address this first. That's why I say they're kind of playing with house money. They actually could go after a quarterback and then actually move Baker.
So we looking at 4 first-round talent quarterbacks. And some guys that's playing really well here that can move up this board in a heartbeat right now. But right now, in the alpha male of the draft right now is quarterback GETA Styles. Now from Clemson, this guy is 6'4", 230 pounds, man. He's a big body. He's kind of got that Cam Newton feel to him. Enough speed to be able to move around and make plays, but he is not a dual threat. He's a pocket pass, strong arm quarterback. He's definitely it. He's the it factor. This guy comes in, whoever gets this quarterback gets a guy that comes right in, and he's the legit franchise changer. He's going to start and he's going to play really well. I think this guy comes in and he's really going to come in and be a day one starter right away. He's lighting it up right now in Clemson. He's going crazy right now, throwing for almost 400 yards a game right now. With a strong arm right now. So you're looking for a guy that can move around. He's not that the fast quarterbacks where you're running around and they can read options and all that stuff. Although he has enough speed to be able to do those type of things, but he's the guy that can fling it all around the park. So if you got a need for quarterback, I could see him being the first guy off the board. If one of those teams that need a quarterback are in the top 3 picking, I could see this guy being the first player off the board. GETA Styles, animal right now. You get a guy that come in and all you need to do is develop him into unlock, and then you got a monster. All right, Sam Russell from Ohio State. Man, another one of these quarterbacks that I think can come in and change your program right away as well. He's solid across the board. This guy he's again another guy that's he's movable. He got moving pieces to him where he can run Ohio State's offense. So if you follow Ohio State, you know what type of offense they do, what type of quarterbacks they usually accustomed to having. This is that guy, Sam Russell. All right, and he's related to Russell. All right, so you already see it at 6'2", 221 pounds. Russell Wilson. This is his cousin. I know his last name's Russell and Wilson's last name is Wilson, but they're cousins. Just remember that shit. I don't care how you want to put them pieces together. Just understand what I'm saying to you. All right, I can't give you no more hints out than he's Russell Wilson's cousin. All right, so Sam Russell, I mean, he's the number 2 quarterback right now in the draft. But I think there are some guys that's going to jump him when it's all said and done. I think although he's sitting at number 2, I don't think he'll be the second quarterback off the board. But he's a guy that can come in and definitely start for you. And he's a guy that comes in and start right away for a team that needs him to start. But if he went to a team that didn't really need him to start right then and there, I think he will benefit like Patrick Mahomes did, sitting for the first year and then coming in that second year and being the starter over there. All right, so if you're looking for that type of quarterback that give you that Peyton Manning feel, all you got to do is know San Diego State as a football team hasn't been shit since Marshall Faulk. Well, they got one of the best quarterbacks in college right now, and Greg Peters. This guy is a mountain, 6'6", 232 pounds. What he will do is he's going to be a pocket passer. He could do anything. When you looking at a quarterback, you want to better fling that shit. Well, you got it. This is a Josh Allen type arm. He reminds me of Matthew Stafford when he first came out with that cannon of an arm. Now he's a statue though. He's going to sit in that pocket, so you need a good offensive line to protect him. But if you give this guy the time, he can find any player from anywhere on the field. He can make every throw. And yeah, he's 9 out of 10. He doesn't underthrow a receiver. If you got a fast guy like a Reek type guy, he's the perfect quarterback to have because he's going to launch that thing to him all day long. I do think it's weird because he could be the best quarterback in this draft, but I think speed-wise, guys look for athletic quarterbacks. He's not that. He's going to stand there and Aaron Rodgers you to death all day long. And because of that, I think he's not going to go, high on anybody's board that needs a quarterback right away, because if they processing him and they want somebody that got good speed, he ain't the guy that got good speed. What he has is very, very good intelligence, and he has the arm power to outthrow any coverage. Simple as that. All right. And then we're looking at Sidney Cakes, the number 4 quarterback. That's a first-round talent. And he's the guy. He's out in West Virginia right now, and he's the quarterback that can rush 4,000 yards. He's the quarterback that could throw for 2,500 yards. I will say this: he processes the game a lot faster than most quarterbacks. He's not that stereotype where he's the black quarterback that can run, but can't read the field and all that. Although he hasn't played in a pro-style offense at all. So coming into the league, you need to be able to pitch yourself in a situation where RPO is your game, and running the quarterback and using him in the run game will be important to you, because that's what he's about. In college, he rushed for 1,200 as a freshman, 1,200, and threw for 2,800. As a sophomore, he came back as a sophomore campaign. And he did it again, rushed for 1,000 yards and threw for 2,500. And right now he's having a great start of his career right now. I mean, start of his junior season right now. I wouldn't be surprised if this kid wins the Heisman Trophy.
No.
He's that good. All right, so they're your first round talent, and we will talk about, that's it. We're not going to go any further than the first round quarterbacks, although there are quarterbacks on this list that will change these first 4 we talked about. Is some guys in this draft at this quarterback position that can make some shit happen for you, that can move up this board easily. So all right, so that's your hint. If you paid attention to what I'm saying, you know what type of quarterbacks you're getting. You know who to look for, who to scout, or do whatever you want to do with that scouting or what I just gave you. But that's what I'm talking about right now. Jada Styles is the thing that probably gonna come out number 1 overall pick. He is that guy. He comes in day 1, and you give him the keys to the car right away and tell him go ahead and do what you do. That's how good he is. Simple as that. With some guys that's on their way up this board. You heard? All right, fellas, and here's the franchise guru. Gave y'all the information y'all needed to have. We will post the practice squad and the waiver situation before the night's out. Other than that, we'll be back tomorrow to talk about what these running backs look like and these receivers look like over here in the draft, man. See what we got doing right now. Tremaine Toller, this guy just had a talk about them backs. Tremaine Toller just had a career day, 442 receiving yards and 6 touchdowns, man. When they get in the red zone, they throw it up to him all day long. Texas A&M are 3-4-0 right now, 4-0 on the season right now. 6-0. I'm sorry, they're 6-0 in the season right now, and it's mainly due because of this kid right here. He's a monster. And here's the franchise guru. Holla at me when we holla at you. You heard?